Survey studies. According to Carter v. Good, the purpose of a descriptive survey study may be I. To secure evidence concerning an existing situation or current conditions. 2. To identify standards or norms with which to compare present conditions. 3. To determine how to make the next step, having determined where we are and where we wish to go. This means that researchers who are trying to solve problem in educational organizations by conducting surveys collect detailed descriptions of existing phenomena with intent employing the data to justify current conditions and practices or to make plans for improving them. Their objective may be to ascertain status as well as to determine the adequacy of comparing it with selected or established standards. The survey studies collect data from a number of cases at a particular period of time. These are not related with the characteristics of individuals, but their main concern is to make generalizations which are based on the data collected from a number of cases. Surveys may be broad or narrow in scope. They may encompass several countries or may be confined to one region, city, or so other unit. Survey data may be gathered from every member of a population or from a carefully selected sample. Data may be collected concerning a large number of related factors or a few selected items. The scope and depth of the study depends primarily upon the nature of the problem. A survey study is essentially a research and is dearly distinguished from a general report. But for this purpose, a survey study should fulfill the following criteria. A. The research report usually has distinctive form, with definite attention given to describing the methodology, the sources, the population, the trait being studied, and other appropriate methodological or technical details. B. Presumably original observations are taken. C. Each step in the work proceeds with meticulous care and with due consideration for the large plan and purpose of the work. The data are verified and evaluated. D. The data are resolved, or organized into certain more general terms, and are sometimes related to a single, overall thesis. Certainly the data will be summarized in some form or other, as systematically as possible. What is done with the data is a definite part of the contribution of the study. E. The background, sensitivity, and general competence of the investigator, as well as the spirit with which he works, are vital elements. As to whether a study must have more or less than the qualities in this list, probably no definite rule can be stated. These qualities vary in degree. Various types of research have their own criteria. One should aim, in doing his own research, not at the minimum requirements of research, but at a fairly full-bodied attach. Good, 196. Although the survey researchers make an effort to come up to the above-mentioned criteria, but there are certain limitations of survey studies which arise in most cases because of the nature of data used in these studies. Some of these limitations are as follows. I. Information that is not known to the respondent cannot be obtained in survey. 2. Information that is not significant to the respondent cannot be obtained in a reliable way. 3. The information provided by the respondents may not be accurate in case it is about the aspects which the respondents intend to hide, although an assurance is given to the respondent about its remaining secret. 4. Information about activities shared by a very small proportion of population cannot be obtained in a reliable way in cross-section surveys. V. Data that can be obtained only with high sampling error do not constitute proper topics for sample surveys. 6. Information obtained from a single survey is less reliable than trend data derived from 2 or more consecutive surveys carried out by the same methods. 7. Survey cannot be aimed at obtaining exact quantitative forecasts of things to come. 2.1 Types of survey studies. The following are the major types of survey studies: school surveys, public opinion surveys, community surveys, documentary analysis, job analysis, follow-up studies. Each of these is described in the following sections. 2.2 School surveys. School surveys were started in the beginning of this century by educationists in United States. School survey covers the following aspects of the school system: aims, outcomes, pupil achievement, curriculum, method, and instructional aids. Administrative problems and procedures of the school. Financial policies. Staff and personnel. Pupil transportation. School plant. The data for a school survey are collected through observations, questionnaires, interviews, standardized test scorecards, rating scales, and other data gathering techniques. Analysis of such information enables the educationists to make recommendations on the basis of which planners can improve administrative, instructional, financial, and curricular practices in the educational institutions. 2.3 Types of school surveys. There are 3 types of school surveys: the outside expert survey, the self-survey, the cooperative survey. The outside expert survey. The outside expert surveys conducted exclusively by the research staff of a university or education department of a country. The self-survey. The self-survey is undertaken by the members of the concerned educational institutions or organizations. Cooperative survey. Cooperative surveys are undertaken by the local staff with an outside consultant or citizens and local staff members. Cooperative surveys are usually considered more effective than those done by outside experts. The experts may be very well trained in survey techniques but may have a limited knowledge about the local scene and will need assistance of educationists and local staff members who are intimately familiar with the local community and local problems. Besides, if the local members do not participate in the surveys, they may not realize when a change is needed and may ignore recommendations for change.